At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
Pahrump Nugget, Progressive Cash Drawings, Mystery Point Multipliers, Mystery Gift Days, Extra Cash for 4 of a kinds, Bingo, Bowling, Football, and Food Specials. Looking for constant action? Look no further. Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners. News is brought to you in part by One Nevada Credit Union, where right now you could refinance your auto loan with rates as low as 2.98% and no payments for 90 days for qualified members. Call us today for details. News 46 is also brought to you by the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump. When it comes to sensitive matters like bankruptcy, take a breath of fresh air by calling an experienced and compassionate attorney at the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump, 775-727-4747. News is also brought to you by Pahrump Dermatology and Skin Cancer. When you need the best dermatology care in Pahrump, call Pahrump Dermatology and Skin Cancer, 775-727-9800. News is also brought to you by the St. Therese Mission, a future venue for cultural and environmental events near Pahrump. Get involved. Visit us at sttheresemission.com or call 702-507-4172. News is also brought to you by Hope Counseling Services, where we specialize in behavioral health, inspiring hope for a brighter tomorrow. Call 775-727-0101 for more information.
Tonight on News 46, Going, Gone, a final goodbye to Floyd's Ace Hardware.
A grand opening is held at Garner Orthodontics.
And Area 51 fireworks light up the sky. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Monday, April 30th, 2012. I'm Zach Fuentes.
And I'm Monique Murphy for News 46. Hundreds of people gathered to 1201 South Loop Road and entered the half-a-century-old family-owned business for one last time. The auction was held by local auctioneer Censki, who owned Nevada Public Auction. The Floyd and Moore family appropriately hired the best in the West to respectably handle the vast sale of the items from their beloved business.
And now 10 male. 7 average out 10, 7 average out 10, 7 average 10, 7 average out 10, number 10, number 10, number 10, so we weigh 7.5.
The last sale and auction was held here at 1201 South Loop Road at Floyd's Ace Hardware. The parking lot and the store was filled with people buying the last items of this family-owned business. The 2-day, 14-hour event sold over 2,100 items. These are the last remnants from the 49-year-old family business. There was a total of 380 registered bidders. The high school booster club had a concession stand there and raised over $800. Little League coaches also attended, and some bidders bought some of the sports-related items and donated it to the teams. The hardware store began in a 9x12 tent behind a 10-foot trailer. 5 generations later, the economy destroyed the business that has become part of Pahrump's history. At one point, Ace employed 74 people. At the end, which was March 31st of this year, it was reduced to just 14. The Floyd family moved to Pahrump in 1962 when Highway 160 was a dirt road and the valley was almost all cotton fields. After electricity came to Pahrump, the Floyd family opened Floyd's Pump Company and Machine Shop. They traveled to Bakersfield for pumps, oil, pipe fittings, and other items needed for installation and stored them in the tent. They bought land on West Street in 1963 and, using a reclaimed cotton gin building retrieved from Bakersfield, built their first hardware store. The location is now New Hope Fellowship. In 1964, they bought the land on Highway 160 across from Saddle West. With buildings purchased from Nellis Air Force Base, they constructed a motel and opened the first 6 rooms in 1968. The business was run by family members, including the children. The motel was expanded 3 times in 1971, 1976, and 1983. The hardware store joined the Ace Hardware franchise in 1982. That location now houses Blackjack Fireworks. The current location on Loop Road was completed in 1986. Now that the store is closed, it is up for sale or lease. The family will continue with Threads Clothing Company and Team Sports on Loop Road. They also plan to move the gift shop and their JCPenney catalog store to another storefront on Loop Road as well. The Floyd and Moore families would like to thank the community for all their support throughout the last 4 decades. This is Deanna O'Donnell at Floyd's Ace Hardware for News 46.
A single vehicle accident occurred last night at Highway 372 in Upland Street.
Tonight's accident report is brought to you by Stovall & Associates. Don't expect insurance companies to have your best interest in mind. Stovall & Associates cares. Let us help you if you have been involved in an accident.
Witnesses reported seeing a small convertible traveling northbound on Upland Street across Highway 372, ending up in the desert near Star Nursery last night. Nye County Sheriff's deputies arrived and attempted to locate the vehicle, which they found about 50 feet off Highway 372 in the desert. The male and only occupant of this vehicle was checked out by medics on scene. He was released. Nye County Sheriff's deputies are investigating the cause of this accident. This is Deanna O'Donnell on 372 for News 40.
Deputies and medics responded to the intersection of Barney and Mesquite for an elderly female inside her vehicle, which was first reported as an accident.
An incident requiring medics as well as Nye County Sheriff's deputies responded to the intersection of Barney and Mesquite Saturday afternoon, where a woman who was apparently incoherent. She apparently was suffering some kind of medical issue. However, Nye County Sheriff's deputies were not sure if this was an accident or not because of the driver's side window of the SUV actually took an impact. The glass was broken out on the window where the woman sat. Passersby stopped to help the woman, who was transported to Desert View Hospital via Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue ambulance to ascertain the cause of the incident. Nye County Sheriff's deputies are investigating. This is Deanna O'Donnell on Barney and Mesquite for News 46.
We have a lot more coming up after the break, so please keep it here.
News 46 is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain.
Welcome back to News 46. After opening their doors 7 months ago on the corner of Wilson and David Street, Dr. Gardner Orthodontics held a grand opening and ribbon cutting on Saturday.
Here at Wilson and David on Saturday was a grand opening with the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce for Gardner Orthodontics. We're going to speak to Dr. Michael Gardner.
We had quite a few members of the Commerce come out and had some supportive people coming and be a part of our grand opening. We've been here for about 7 months, but we've wanted to have an official, we're here, kind of a physical manifestation that we're here, and we're excited to be here amongst the people here in Pahrump.
Orthodontics and the general dentist work together very closely as well. What does orthodontics encompass completely?
So orthodontics, it actually the scope of the whole mouth and the jaws associated. So any kind of abnormality or a difference in the way the jaws are growing together. You hear people talk about Bart Simpson, he's got a big overbite, things like that. Those are things that we try to address as orthodontists as we help the growth of the jaws be equalized and so that proper eating and biting function can be restored. I like to eat food. I know a lot of people out there like to eat food. It's a big part of life, and sometimes orthodontics always gets equated with aesthetics and my teeth being straight.
Yeah, and braces. Everybody always thinks of braces.
Right. Yes, and braces. But we like to have the bite fit properly as well. So it encompasses straightening teeth and straightening bites at the same time.
Do they need to go through a general dentist to see you normally with insurance, or should they come to you directly?
Absolutely. You know, we encourage all our patients, proper channel would be to have a general dentist that is making sure that the individual teeth are healthy and under care, and then we can move them around when they're healthy. So yeah, they absolutely, we encourage them to go to their dentist. They can come see us beforehand, but we'll be encouraging them to see their general dentist.
How do they get in touch with you?
Our number is 775-727-1900, and Teresa, our office manager, will be more than happy to assist you. She's a friendly, wonderful voice on the other side, and like I said, no dumb questions. We're just here to help and make the community, enhance the community with our service that we provide.
Do you know what types of insurance that you accept here?
We accept most insurances. There's not really any insurance where I've run into a situation where like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, where we have to turn someone away. A lot of it is familiarity. I know we have some big employers out with Test Site, some of the local businesses here. We accept all those insurances that would be there. We're currently on the Medicaid panel as well, and the culinary panel that, you know, all the food services with the culinary industry out here. We're providers for the culinary as well.
So come on down to Gardner Orthodontics at Wilson and David, or give them a call at 727-1900. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
The night sky lit up for almost 2 hours for the annual Area 51 fireworks demonstration to launch many new products available at their store on Highway 372.
Area 51 held their 15th annual fireworks demonstration and testing show Saturday night in the desert behind Terriblestown. Hundreds of cars parked in the desert to view this popular free show. Owner Tim McCoy and his crew had many exciting new products to demonstrate to the public during the all-day event. The actual fireworks show lasted over 2 hours, with over 100 products demonstrated to the public and the Public Safety Commissioner, which was part of the testing program for the new line. 2 of the products out of 100 were not approved for sale. The 10-minute finale consisted of over 100 new products combined. Mr. McCoy is hoping that the Nye County Commissioners will make this demonstration an annual event here in Pahrump. Tim McCoy commented that his ultimate life's joy is to see the excitement on the children's faces as they watch the fireworks display. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
To view the entire finale from the Area 51 fireworks show, go to KPVM.TV or KPVM's YouTube page.
News 46 is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain.
Welcome back to News 46. The 14th annual Biz Expo was held at the Saddle West on Friday and Saturday. We caught up with Mike Dreyer from the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce.
We're here at the 14th annual Biz Expo out the Saddle West. We're going to speak to Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce, Mike Dreyer.
It's the 14th annual, wonderful 2-day event. Started yesterday at noon, Friday at noon, went till 6 p.m. We started this morning at 9 a.m. and it's going to go till 4.
We have 65 vendors?
It's 63, 65, correct. We had so many vendors this year, we actually had to put a tent up in the back to handle the amount of vendors.
How much of the public do you think came through here today?
You know, it's hard to estimate because we had so many entrances into the event, but we're estimating we're probably on par, about 1,000 over the 2 days.
All these businesses that are here, we can find out more about them by getting in touch with the Chamber of Commerce. And why is it so important for the public to use Chamber members?
Well, the Chamber members are, you know, they're respected members in the community and they have the backing of the Chamber of Commerce. And, you know, our business is to help build commerce in the community, and we handle the majority of the businesses in the community. So anything that you're looking for, from furniture to healthcare to financial, you can call the chamber and we can get you in touch with somebody.
And other businesses who aren't members of the Chamber of Commerce can, of course, become members.
Yeah, all you have to do is contact 727-5800. That's the chamber number, and talk to Nancy about it, or you can call me at area code 775-209-4238, and I'd love to talk to you about it.
Do you know how many members strong we are right now?
We're sitting at, I believe, about 543.
Wow. So a lot of members, and of course everybody supports each other, and we have all these events that help promote business here in the community, just like this event.
Well, our main thing at the chamber is we want to shop local. We want the community to support the community, because without the people supporting our businesses, it may not be here.
It is devastating to the community to take money here and spend it elsewhere, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, if you live here, you should support here.
There you go. So, wonderful Biz Expo. We'll be doing this again next year?
Yep, next year will be the 15th annual, and thank you so much for your time.
And this is Deanna O'Donnell from the Biz Expo at Southwest for News 46.
David Harris from Merrill Lynch gives us some advice regarding financial planning at the Biz Expo on Saturday.
We work with Bank of America directly. Bank of America bought us about 2007, and we've had the opportunity to work in the community since then. Partnership, Merrill Lynch, Bank of America.
So you're here at the Biz Expo. How's the booth going?
It's been going great. I think it's been a great opportunity to showcase some of the features that we have, and being able to interact in the community is always a pleasure, and it's been a great turnout. Mike's done a phenomenal job, and I'm just really glad to be part of the chamber.
Some of the services Merrill Lynch has to offer.
We do educational planning, retirement, estate planning, insurance, pretty much anything in financial services. We look at things holistically, so we can provide a breadth of resources at Merrill Lynch and Bank of America.
Let's talk about how important it is during this time and the economy, how it's going, to do kind of financial planning.
It's always important. A lot of times I tell people it's not really about the investments right now, it's about the discipline. When times are tough, it's very important to just stick with the plan you've created, or if you don't have a plan, start one. Saving money monthly, quarterly, annually, whatever you can do, just so that you're preparing yourself for whatever goals you'd like to accomplish, whether it be retirement, putting your kids or grandchildren through college, whatever that may be, it's very important.
And especially if you can put away just the smallest amounts, but you can help them with that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. What we do is through a free consultation, we can sit down, kind of find out where you're at, what goals you would like to accomplish in your life, and then we set up a strategy to actually implement those goals.
Wow. So how can people contact you?
You can call me directly at 702-341-2059, or you can visit me online, fa.ml.com/David Harris.
Here's Nathan Hollenbeck with your Weekend Sports.
Good evening, Pahrump. Some exciting and interesting news happened in your Weekend Sports. To start off with tonight's updates, we may know Rose, Derrick Rose, the Chicago Bulls. He's that one go-to player, right? Yeah, I think so. Well, the league's reigning MVP, Rose, tore the anterior cruciate ligament known as the ACL in his left knee with about 1 minute and 20 seconds left in Saturday's 103-91 victory. A huge blow for a team eyeing its first championship since the Michael Jordan era. Notice did come in that Rose will not be playing and will be out for the playoff season. It looks like the Bulls will have to find a way to be without their superstar player. There's no guarantee Rose will be ready for the start of next season. Rose is facing surgery at some point after the swelling goes down and he regains full range of motion, but ultimately, Foreman expects a full recovery. And now, to the MLB. One of those rookie stories, and this has to blow some minds. We're talking about Bryce Harper. As any rookie would feel for their first Major League Baseball game, this 19-year-old woke up ready to make a name for himself. Bryce Harper gets the first Major League hit in a debut that was presented from the opening pitch. and a RBI. In the 9th inning, Harper gave that a shot. Runners at first and third, 1 out in a 1-1 game, and along came the 7-hole. Harper rode a fastball into left field for a sacrifice fly and the Nationals' second run in what would become a 3-1 lead that didn't hold up. Matt Kemp's walk-off home run in the 10th inning sent Harper and the Nationals away losers 4-3. And yes, I can't forget about the NFL draft of 2012. The draft did end on April 28th. Here's your top 10 draft picks. The Indianapolis Colts had the first and last pick. The first draft pick this year was QB Andrew Luck, and last was Chandler Harnish, which is another quarterback, with pick 253. Following the draft pick number 1, Andrew Luck, the second pick was quarterback Robert Griffin for the Washington Redskins. Third pick, running back Trent Richardson for the Cleveland Browns. Fourth pick, offensive tackle Matt Kalil for the Minnesota Vikings. Fifth pick, wide receiver Justin Blackmon for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Sixth pick, cornerback Morris Claiborne for the Dallas Cowboys. Seventh pick, strong safety Mark Barron for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Eighth pick, quarterback Ryan Tannehill for the Miami Dolphins. And the ninth pick, inside linebacker Luke Colucci for the Carolina Panthers. And for the 10th pick for your top 10 is cornerback Stephen Gilmore for the Buffalo Bills. And that's going to do it for this edition of your Weekend Sports. I will have your top 20 draft picks next week, starting with pick number 11. And I'm Nathan Hollenbeck, and I'll see you next time. Good night.
So it looks like it's actually going to be quite warm this week.
Yeah, like all last week, we've been experiencing the mid-80s, which I think has been pretty nice. Everybody's been enjoying that. I haven't heard anything bad about that. Nobody's blaming me for any bad weather. So we'll see if that continues right after the break when I come back with your weather. Keep it here.
News 46 Weather is brought to you by Healthcare Partners Medical Group, with 5 locations in Pahrump. Local doctors and professional staff providing total care from infancy to seniors. News 46 Weather is also brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org.
And welcome back. We had sunny skies today, and our high was at 89, which is a little bit warm for us because we've been seeing low 80s, mid 80s. This is actually the high 80s, almost getting into 90s there. Our winds are coming out of the south-southwest at 7, and our gusts at 18. Our pressure was at 29.91, and our UV index was at 9, very high. Humidity at 10%, pretty low, and our sunrise was at 5:52 a.m. Our record was 99 degrees back in 1981. Tonight, we're looking forward to some clear skies, a low of 62 degrees, and our winds coming out of the southwest at 8. Gusts are pretty gusty at 16 miles per hour, and our humidity is at 24%. Sunset at 7:32 p.m., and our record for tonight was 38 degrees, way back in 1967. Tomorrow looks like we're going to have some clouds in the sky. Our high is going to be 86, so that is going down again. Reasonable temperature still, and our low is 59 degrees. Winds coming out of the south-southwest at 9, and our gusts at 17 miles per hour. Our UV index is going down a little bit to 8, very high, and our sunrise at 5:51 a.m. Humidity at 23%. And now as we look at our 7-day forecast, for most of it, we're not going to have too many clouds, just on the borders there tomorrow and then Sunday and Monday. Thursday, it looks like we're going to have some winds, but we'll see. It's a couple days away, so we will see how that goes. Our temperatures are remaining pretty nice. In the mid-80s, almost high 80s on Thursday, we'll be at 87, but our highest high looks like it's going to be 87 on Thursday, and the lowest low, 55 degrees on Monday. Not too bad. And that does it for this edition of News 46. I'm Zach Fuentes.
And I'm Monique Murphy.
From everyone up here at KPVM, we wish you a safe evening and a very good night. We'll see you here again tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.